CoopArt is the first ever cooperative tile-based NFT art marketplace. Create a canvas and add the first tile. Other artists expand on the canvas in any direction and add new tiles. People can vote tiles in or out. Each canvas is its own DAO and self-governs. Some tiles are voted out and some tiles are voted in to replace them. Canvas is sold and profits shared to all its contributors. So, hello, my name is Emric, and this is my submission to the next blockchain startup hackathon. So I got the inspiration to create CoopArt from looking at the 69 million Beeple's NFT. As you can see, the piece is made of 5,000 tiles merged together into a common canvas. So I thought that it would be great if each tile was made by a different author. And so CoopArt was born. Many artists can contribute tiles to a common canvas, and then the canvas is sold as a single piece and profits are shared between all of them. So let's try it out. To get started, you can go to coopart.io. The platform is running live on the Tezos Florence testnet. I'm a big fan of Tezos and I have contributed to many projects on Tezos. So I coded the smart contract in Cameligo and integrated the front end with a Temple wallet, which is the equivalent of MetaMask. Before trying out the platform, make sure that you have funded your account on the Florence testnet. You can easily get some faucet accounts on faucet.tzalpha.net. Click Get Testnet Tez, then download the faucet file. In Temple, click Import Account, then Faucet File, and you should see your account appear. Make sure to select the Florence testnet and that you have at least one Tez. If your faucet account does not have enough Tez, email me your public address at coopart@protonmail.com and I will send you some Tez on Florence. Now on CoopArt, click Connect Wallet and Temple will open to ask for authorization. Your Tezos wallet address should now appear in the top right corner of CoopArt. Now create a canvas. You are now ready to create a new canvas or contribute to existing canvases. Let's start by clicking Create New Canvas. You can see an empty tile and a few options. First, choose a tile size. Note that all tiles in a canvas will have the same size, even for other contributors. Let's choose 130 pixels by 340 pixels. You can also select the time period for other artists to contribute to the canvas. Let's choose 3 days. After that, the canvas will automatically lock and be put on sale, meaning that no more contribution will be possible. Now, hover your mouse over the tile to see its coordinates and an upload button. You can click the arrows to expand the canvas on the top side, right side, left side, and bottom side. There is no limit to the canvas size. This could technically scale to 1 million tiles. Let's upload a first tile at coordinates 0, 0. This is not mandatory. You could start at -1, 2 if you wanted to. Click Upload and choose an image file. Wait while the tile is uploading. Note that I am using IPFS within Fura to store the images, so it is fully decentralized and tile owners can be reassured that their art is safely stored forever. Once the image is uploaded, it appears in the tile you chose. Then a Tezos transaction to mint the tile is automatically started. I am using the FAQ token standard in the smart contract to store the tiles as NFTs and comply with transfer and storage conventions. This makes CoopArt compatible with all wallets, exchanges, DeFi app, etc. on Tezos. For beginners, FAQ is basically the Tezos equivalent of ERC 721. Click Confirm to start the minting transaction. A notification in the top right corner tells you that the transaction has been sent. Wait a few seconds and another notification will tell you that the tile has been minted. You can check it out on TizyStats to confirm that the transaction is indeed successful. This canvas is now officially started. You can add more tiles yourself or wait for others to contribute. To contribute to other tiles, to other canvas, let's now log with another Tezos account by clicking the address in the top right corner to simulate another user. Click Marketplace and wait a few seconds for all canvas and tiles to load from the smart contract storage. Here you can see ongoing canvases that still have time left in their contribution period and canvases that have expired and have automatically been put on sale. You can see the canvases we just created with one tile. Let's click it. The tile editor opens and fetches the tiles from the smart contract. Wait until the loading status in the top right corner disappears. Let me now expand the canvas on the right side with 2 new tiles. I'm going to upload an image for the first tile and mint a token, and let me do the same thing for the second tile. I am now done contributing. If I reload the marketplace, I can see that the canvas does display my new tiles. Now, what if someone ruins the canvas with an inappropriate tile? That's where voting comes into play. In phase 2 of the development of Coopart, we'll see the roadmap in a few minutes, contributors will be able to vote on each tile. If they believe a tile should not be in the canvas, they can vote to remove it. On the contrary, if they believe a tile is a perfect match for the canvas, they can vote to keep it. Each canvas will be its own DAO and self-govern. There are 2 ways to implement this, and I'm not quite sure which way to go. The first possibility is only tile contributors can vote on other tiles. Each tile contributor can cast 1 vote per tile, upvote or downvote. If a tile has more downvotes than upvotes, it gets removed. The second possibility is anyone can vote. This gives potential buyers a way to direct the development of a canvas that they might buy later. People vote by delegating TES to a tile. The more TES, the more a vote counts. If a tile has more TES for downvotes than upvotes, it gets removed. On the contrary, people liking a canvas can delegate a lot of TES to the tiles they like. The delegation also proves that the potential buyer has enough TES to buy the canvas later. Let me know your opinion about this. I'm open to new suggestions as well. Now to buy and sell a canvas. Once the contribution period of a canvas expires, no one can contribute to it anymore, and it is automatically put on sales in the marketplace. For now, I've only implemented a simple fixed price sale at 1 TES as a proof of concept. I will develop a more robust auction sale system in phase 2. We'll see that in the roadmap as well. You can click Buy Canvas and submit the transaction. After a few seconds, all the tiles from the canvas will appear in your wallet. I had first created an entry point that would merge all the tiles into a single FAQ token for the whole canvas, but then I thought that keeping tiles separated might allow owners to sell them separately and create a sense of collection. Buyers would then try to buy all the tiles to complete their collection and reconstitute the whole canvas. This would increase the value of a single tile to a collector that already has all of them except one. Just like the Infinity Stones in the Avengers, you just need to have them all. I am not yet fully decided on the way to go. This is still a concept that I'm playing around with. Anyway, when a canvas is purchased, all the tile creators, except those that were voted out, are paid according to the numbers of tiles that they contributed. For example, if a canvas has 10 tiles and is sold for 1 TES, each tile creator would receive 0.1 TES. If someone contributed two tiles to the canvas, he would receive 0.2 TES. Now to the development roadmap. It's been a wild journey since I started working on this project only 3 weeks ago. It is such a complex platform that I could not develop everything by the end of this hackathon. So I had divided its development into 3 phases. The first phase is the current proof of concept that you see. It has a functional tile creator and editor with a smart contract that can mint tile into FHU tokens. Anyone can contribute new tiles. Canvases can be sold for 1 TES in the marketplace. Now, phase 2 will soon include the Canvas DAO and voting system discussed previously. It will also have auction sales for canvases. Finally, I also plan to add a second form of cooperative art development that is layer-based instead of tile-based. Here is an example. This is an image that could be from an artist. Then another artist could add a mostly transparent layer but with a triangle in the middle. Then someone could add a layer with a grid, a layer with a rock, some rocks, a layer with a person, and so on. Layers could also be voted in and out of the canvas. Phase 2 should be finished on August 23rd, as I plan to submit it to the upcoming Gitcoins Tezos hackathon. Finally, phase 3 will be mostly bug fixing and many tests before deploying the smart contract on the Tezos mainnet in September. Here is a summary of the interaction between the front-end and the smart contract. Note that the merge and pre-point is still under consideration. So that's it. CoopArt is a revolutionary way of building NFT art cooperatively. Both tile-based canvas and layer-based canvas will lead to exceptional artistic pieces from thousands of artists working together and maybe one day worth millions. Thank you very much.